Ace to 10, any number you like for me.
Do you want me to tell you it?
It would help, I'm not that good.
7.
Heart or diamond?
I'm telling you.
It would help, that'd be great.
Diamond.
Seven.
We've got to try and remember this as well.
That would be great, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Great.
It's been a long day.
Hey WEDPOD listeners, we're back again with episode 3 of WEDPOD, chatting all things wedding planning to help you with your big day.
Today we chat to the hilarious Jordan Maycock magician who takes us through breaking magician stereotypes, why magic is a great icebreaker, and he even throws in some magic tricks at the end too.
Listen to the latest episode and make sure you subscribe for when the next episode drops. Enjoy!
Hello Jordan.
Hello.
So we're here today with Jordan Maycock, magician. How are you?
Oh good, never better, living the dream. Here we are. First podcast ever, so exciting times, yeah, it's good.
It is, it's brilliant.
Good to be here.
So just to kind of get us into it, can you just tell us how you got into magic and your backstory and where you pulled your experience from?
So I think I got my letter to Hogwarts at about 8-year-old and then... I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
I started when I was about 12, so I never got the classic magic set, unfortunately. I know, violin.
I did.
So.
I didn't even get one.
I got one.
Wow, this is Heartbreak Hotel right now, isn't it?
I think I need a magic set.
Yeah, so I never got that classic magic set. I think I had a few odd little Merlin books which I looked at. I was like, I don't understand what this is. It was kind of when Blaine came onto the scene, so he made it street, made it kind of like cool. So it was like, okay, this is interesting. And then my dad sort of got me into it as well. So then I just went straight into the good stuff, and then I was like taking it around school, and I was like, okay, so I never really had the patience for it as well. I was trying to learn all these like finger flicking, busting moves, and I was like, I'm never gonna get this down. I just stuck with it, and then 16 years old I got into the Magic Circle.
So what is Magic Circle?
It's like there's one in London which is like the prestigious Magic Circle. We've got a Sheffield one which is the Sheffield Magic Circle. So I got into that one at 16 years old.
Yeah.
Audition, you just got to like do like a 10-15 minute audition for like the entire room, and then they decide whether you get in or not.
Really?
Oh, is that? It's like an initiation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're all in black clothes. You can't see their faces.
I literally won't believe anything you say.
No, look at you. So then after that, I went. I think it was about 18 years old to a place in Spain called House of Illusion. So Salute. So it's voted in the top 10 place in Europe to go and visit. So we literally did like two shows a night, 5 nights a week. How I got into that was Blackpool. It's like the world's biggest magic convention in the world. So why they chose Blackpool is beyond me. It could be like Miami, Vegas, Tokyo.
Yeah, no, Blackpool.
In February, in the middle of winter, where it's like wind blowing, it's just chaos. So it's great. So they chose Blackpool for it, and then I knew I had my audition there with Rodney. So I was practicing it for months in advance, and. I think it was just after the weekend, so we go to just get pissed, to be honest. We have a look around the magic set, but we just get hammered. So by that Monday time, 18. So
legal,
yeah. So yeah, I then had a mad weekend on the booze big time, and then on that Monday morning we was getting up, and all the boys were waiting outside for me. Went in, auditioned. I thought, oh, it's gone well or whatnot. And then a couple of weeks later, Rodney got in touch. He's like, "Can you be here soon?" At like middle of March, and that was it. Blasted off there, and I was thinking, "Oh yeah, it's going to be Spain. It's going to be warm." Coldest night of my life when I got there. It was like the freezing. I was there like blankets on me. All this is like the coldest experience of my life. And then got into it. And then I started off doing like so there's a thing called the bar set. So basically you've got like 50 people one side, 50 people on the other side, and then or more depending on the night, and then they go in and then it's like the entire show. But the bar set is like a 20-minute show before the big show basically.
Right,
so you've got to like warm everybody up before the show.
Yeah. So
that was always my favourite part. So they came in and there was one specific one where everybody came in, they're all like, "I'm like, how are you guys?" And they're all like, oh, here we go, this is going to be one of them. By the end of the 20 minutes, everyone was like, yeah, can't wait, So I was like, oh, perfect. So I always remember that one for like completely turning from that end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum. And then, we literally, like I said, a 2.5 hour show, instant reset, another 2.5 hour show, 5 nights a week. So then I got promoted to being like the main illusionist as well. So I was doing all the like lasering people in half, all that stuff, and I was, doing all my things on stage and all that kind of thing.
So you can cut people in half then?
Yeah, I never figured out how to put them back together, but
Alright.
don't tell anyone.
Fine.
That's a lot of
I was just going to say, can you cut me in half, but forget that, we'll shelve it.
Shelve it.
No, let's not do that. I need you alive.
Yeah, so after that, there was, obviously then everyone was coming to House of Illusion, then obviously people were like, following me and stuff like that, and then it was like, oh, I've got a birthday party here in Liverpool, I've got a birthday, there, so then when I got back, I was just going to all these places, like just up and down the country, but I wasn't really taking it seriously as a business at that point. I was just like, I'm just doing it, I'm loving it, I'm enjoying it, it's all good. And then and it weren't until about 2019, 2020, I was like, I probably should take this seriously as an actual business, you know what I mean? So that's the perfect time to think, let's take it serious as a business. Chaos, lockdown, so I was like, fabulous, okay.
To do that.
Exactly. But then there was a place on Brew Mill called the Steel Cauldron, so it was like a wizard themed bar / cafe. Have you been?
Yeah.
So I was there, and there was a bar. One of my mates, I think a couple of them actually, worked behind the bar, got jobs there, and they was like, saying to Rob, you've got to see this guy, you've got to get this guy. And so then Rob rang me up, and then we went down. I did again, just showed him what I could do, and then he was like, right, when can you start? I was like, as soon as possible. He was like, but obviously my magic's kind of like interactive, so it's like, touching people, not in that way, but it's like touching their object, so I was like, right, what have I got to do here? So first couple of days, and it was like proper summer weather, so it was like mask on, I'm sweating like a madman, and just completely just like this is not going to work. And I thought, right, let's just start doing what I usually do and try and formulate it and whatnot. And then it was literally full-time magic, 6-7 days a week, completely. Everyone been coming up and down around country to see this place, because it was like a proper unique place, and then all the backlog from everything else, all that building up on top. And then I got I had a residency at Leadmill at the time, and then I had one at Kelham Island, and then it just all spiraled out. And then so as soon as weddings got back, and then it was just all guns blazing up until this point where we are now.
That is just
sat with us.
Yes, it's everything just led to this moment right now. I've peaked. This is it. There's nowhere else to go. It's just this is it. Yeah. So it's all once you're at the top of the mountain, there's only one way down. Here we are. So get the champagne out, everybody, because we are here. Good morning, Vietnam. Here we are. I always want to say that on the podcast.
Just to go back though, you mentioned that your dad at the beginning, so your dad does magic as well. Is that what got you to start doing it?
Yeah,
or never got you your magic?
100%, yeah. So my dad got me into it, and then we, like I said, there was no patience from my part in the slightest. I was just there chucking cards around, thinking, right, but I just stuck with it. It's the only thing that I thought, right, I'm going to just completely and utterly stick with this. And I was playing football at the time, so I was in the Sheffield United Academy as a goalkeeper. I was playing I was alright, I was good, but then this magic sort of started to, I was like, right, I'm more into this at the minute. And I remember my dad being at the side of the goalpost one day, and I was like, we're all attacking down that end. I was like, nothing to do, I'll just let it get post, I've got nothing to do today. So I was like, I want to be a magician. So my dad, he's like, concentrate on football, whatnot, and then that's it. And then, but I remember it just sparking, because I was like, I've been an actor as well, so I was like a full-time actor for 3 years. So it all kind of correlated, in that sense. I was like, college, my audition for college, you had to perform a monologue, but I kind of made my own monologue with a magic trick in. But also the Joe, who was the director and the teacher of that class, she was like, I could just see it, so I was like, I'm in there, no problem, I don't even need to. So, and then so it all kind of correlated. There's a good quote, acting is magician is an actor playing the part of a magician. So it's kind of correlates to it. So yeah, it all kind of spiraled and interlinked to a sense, where then I just realised magic just ticks every box. You get to travel, you meet people all the time, you're performing, your own boss, and then that was when I was like, right, full force. That's it. This is it. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
Yeah.
That was a nice story. To see how somebody's come.
Definitely.
So obviously being a magician at weddings, how do you work with brides and grooms and sort of other entertainment? Because there's obviously you're one spectrum of entertainment, and then there's a whole other host of entertainment.
Well, usually the other entertainment
100%,
as well.
yeah. So I started off just doing the magic, just like, you know, drink reception, classic drink reception, going in, you know, working my way around, that kind of thing, which is great, still fantastic. But then I start to realise that the more weddings I was starting to do, and then sometimes like where you think, oh, I'll stop on, or whatever it is, you start seeing how like they wait for the speech, and sometimes how badly it's run, and the bride's running around getting everybody thinking, right, you can't really be having the bride doing that on the wedding day, that kind of thing. So then I started formulating this like hosting aspect of things, where like you kind of run the entire show for them. So now I like do like a full day or a half day where you introduce the entire room, but not only that, like instead of introducing the bride and groom, I introduce the entire bridal party. So you've got like both sets of parents coming out to like, let's conversation. You've got all the bridesmaids coming out to like, here come the girls, or the boys coming out to like, the boys are back in town, chief bridesmaid, best man. They're coming out to like, everybody dance. By the time bride and groom get introduced, napkins going in the air, everyone's going ballistic, it's mental, and then they sit down, we do a 10-15 minute show, like I do a show for the entire room. Warms everyone up for the speeches. I introduce all the speeches for them. If they've got any crying babies, it just drowns them out because my PA system could probably last them, which is fantastic. And then, but then it's also structured a way where you like you say with other entertainers, nothing gets in the way. So like you know, singing waiters or a saxophone player, or towards the end, everything is perfect, because if you have got a piano player or a singer or whatnot, it's good because it's in the background, people can enjoy that, but also I'm the one working with the people, I'm going into the groups, you know, the big groups, or you know, you've got like Uncle Bob and Aunt Enid at the corner, don't really want to get involved. It's like I can go up to them and just, hi guys, you alright, and then still get them involved in whatever level they want to be on. But it's interacting, both sets of families, both sets of friends, they don't know each other, and then they come in and it's like, and then it's a talking point for them. Along with Mind Blowing Magic, where they're just going, water's just gone off there. So it's good because no matter what entertainment people, I get this all the time, like, we've got a saxophone, is that so? It's like, of course, yeah, even better. I love working for saxophone. Or singing waiters is good because it's just like in between the main and the desserts. So my show's either being done or it's coming up, depending on which way around they have the speeches. So that's always great. It just adds on to that other level, because it's, you know, and whatever I do, it always matches whatever the bride and groom want. So it's like, it's your day, you have it as high energy or as chill as you want, you know what I mean? Like you can have as little or as much as you want. All the songs are completely interchangeable, so I've had some pills, it's been great, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes even like when they've got a dog, it's like, who let the dogs out? And then that's it, the dog's walking through, it's great, you can imagine.
So do you actually sing as well?
That's the only talent I'm missing, unfortunately. So yeah, if I could do that, I would be the full package, so it's a good job I haven't, you don't want to hear that in the, no, definitely not.
I think you do Yeah. So do you know, like when it's the reception and they're going and having pictures? Do you think that's like an ideal time to have something like a magician in?
100%, yeah. There's two major lull parts. It's the drink section and then the evening turnaround, which is like where the biggest lulls are, really. Food is kind of class entertainment, so I do wedding breakfast probably up until the main, just depending on you know, if anybody's food's late or anything like that. But it's more just drink section is kind of where everyone's kind of milling around thinking, right, when's food time, look at the watches, I'm a little bit bored here, so where Magic Boy comes in here, he starts working my way around, hi guys, alright, nice to meet you. And then that's when obviously, people, that's a talking point, it's getting everybody, you know, and then the time goes quicker because, you know, they say that that's the point where I'm getting dragged around like a ragdoll, right, I've got to come and show my this, right, I've got to come and show how to do this, that's it, 100%, and then that's when, you know, it's building up that big thing, the bride room, like, alright, sure, then that's all the start, then obviously once the introduction bit starts, and then the evening guests, everyone, I feel like a part of the family already by the time the evening guest starts to get around, so everyone's like, do you want to come out? I'm sat with him, probably just sat with him 10 minutes, not even doing a magic trick, like, oh, you know what I mean, just having a good laugh with him, and then the evening guests then start to arrive, and then obviously then, you know, if people are still talking about me from the day, and then, you know, if they have the half day, that's what I said to people, like, this is the only major thing really, because if you have me for the half day, then all evening guests start to arrive, and then everyone's like, did you see that magician? They went,
what? Where is it?
It's like, it's not, 100%. So it's always good to, but like I say again, every wedding is different as well. So it depends on, you know, the structure and everything like that. But
I think it's really good as an icebreaker. I think magic and that sort of entertainment, because like you say, you know, you could have an auntie and uncle that's in a corner that they don't want to get involved, but they do really. You know, and the kind of, so like, how do you know whether you've got guests that are actually approachable or not? Because you might get so.
I could write the script before it even happens. It's like, you know,
as you go in a room.
100%. You can walk up to a group and you could got one person there. Yeah, I'm not bothered me, mate.
I don't believe it.
I'm not. It's like, and you can guarantee he'll be the guy that's dragging you around. Right, okay, come and follow me, mate. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? Or you've got people that are, but you can't. If it's people that are shy, you just kind of come down and then you warm them up or whatnot. But yeah, I try and get to the biggest group as possible and just get as many people involved at one time and try and get. You know, you see me at fairs, I build up like a big massive group, and that's it. And you know what I mean? Then that's it. This is what I would be doing at your wedding. You know what I mean? And then then it clicks in there. Like, oh yeah, of course, this is it. But yeah, like I say, every person's different, so you've got to just go in and kind of you've got to gauge it out. But you know, people again do have like a stereotypical image of like a rabbit out of the hat kind of thing until they see what it is and what it is they do or I do. It's like, oh, okay, this is different. This is right. Okay, this is a little bit more.
Yeah. So there's different levels of magic.
Levels to the game, yes, of course.
And magic, so different types of magic.
Of course, yeah. So you do get. For me, I always put. So first off, styles of magic. You've got. I suppose you've got close-up, cabaret, stage, but then you've also got like mentalists or. Card sharks, or like, you know, people that can do all the finger or like, you know, or like stuff like that, the way you card sheets, that kind of. So it depends what kind of category you're putting. In the magic world, it's sometimes like, oh, can you do mentors with that? It's like, you know, it's like you've got to stick to one lane, or can you integrate it all into one, that kind of thing. You do get probably people that are like, you know, I'm going to read your mind, Heather. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, they're telling you what they're going to do rather than just letting the people decide what it is for themselves. Like people say to me all the time, like, what is it? I'm like, it's up to you. That's for you to decide. Like, I don't force it upon them. I just kind of show it, have that moment with them, and they go away and figure it out for themselves what they want it to be.
Because your diary is quite full.
At least 2 years. I mean, I'm flying for like 2026 already now, so it's like, it's as soon as possible. If you've got an idea for it, but also on the flip side of that, you can kind of have an idea and then you haven't really met the right magician yet. You know, I had one. Like, I was doing a full day, and then somebody came to me and was like, "Oh, we've seen magicians at fairs, but they've not really done it then. But as soon as they've seen you, that's it." And then they put me on the day of that wedding day. So it's like, you kind of first off, you got to find the right one that fits you.
Yeah,
I get that. As soon as you have, just don't think about it. It's the biggest day of your life. So if you want it, don't live with regrets. Just get it, and then you know what I mean. It's going to be.
You can't split yourself into.
100%. I wish I'd been trying to figure this out. Absolutely. If I could clone myself, that would be fantastic. Yeah, definitely.
No, it's what's interesting, because a lot of people say it's about being personable, isn't it? And getting to know people, just to make sure that it works and it fits.
Definitely, 100%. Because you do get, magicians that are. There's another category called hobbyists. So it's like, you know, they love magic. Some people are unbelievable magicians, but they don't go out and work. You know, workers as it's called. And then, you know, then sometimes people can come up with they're quite shy, and then they're still good. So it's like they could be doing unbelievable things, but they're not really interacting with the audience.
They've not got that social side.
100%, So I think you've kind of got to look at a full kind of range and a full package in that sense, but also then you've got to think, what's it going to fit in with, you know, my kind of, with my guests and my day. But yeah, it's, like you said just then, it's kind of like an afterthought magician, you know, like when you think photographer, it's a must. You know, a videographer, kind of like, it's a must, but you know, still half and half, do I want one or not? Got to have your cake, got to have that kind of thing. Magician, kind of in that category of, but then by the end of it, you know, when they're talking on the kitchen, like breakfast table in the morning, it's like, that's the main thing they're going to be talking about.
It's memorable because it's something that breaks the ice, and if you've got guests from two sides of the family as well, it's something, for me, I think it's like a really good way of bringing everybody together. If you like you say, you get your crowds together, you've got people that don't really know each other, but you almost get them interacting while you're doing your magic. I think it's brilliant for something like that. Alcohol works as well, like, but you know, magic's a good icebreaker.
I've got at least 8 shots before I start. Oh, you need for them, all right.
You can have them as well. Have you ever had in any weddings like some horror stories? Or something that's happened gone wrong or anything?
We are mentioning names. Obviously.
Yeah, of course. There's a couple. I don't know which ones I can even mention. There was one actually where it was we're working with Rob and Tom, and then it was like in the middle of like so they got like double-decker buses. It was outside. It was beaming, red hot day, absolutely roasting. I'm there in a black suit, sweltering.
You dressed for the occasion.
Absolutely, yeah. And it was like a fest. They kind of had it like a wedding, like a festival kind of thing. Yeah. So Tom was getting some fantastic shots, and there was like these hay barrels. It was like massive. So they had to get ladders to get the bride and groom on top of these hay barrels. Then get everybody like on the. So then it was a fantastic shot, unbelievable. And the guys then were all dispersing, and instead of waiting for the ladders, the groom thought, "Oh, I'll get down myself." Mistake. If I've ever witnessed a near-death experience, that was probably it. He came off of this barrel, and it was like, you know them games where you like fling a rag and they like move and all these different. I've never seen a body morph in a different way. It was going like that. I was like, "There's nothing I can do. This is it." Rob's at the side of me. I'm looking at him. His face is like. Tom's there. We're all just there. Honestly, if anybody had a still image of mine, Tom and Rob's face, just so helpless yet so just like, what do we do?
Couldn't do anything because you just froze.
Literally, yeah.
Slow motion.
And Dan, bless him, he got back up. And then he started giggling. We got him back down up ladders, and that was it. But that was an interesting one.
High up.
High, super high. Yeah, this is.
I've seen the photo.
This is.
Oh, have you seen this?
Yeah, so I saw the photo because it was in Tom Walters' album.
Yeah, of course, it would have been.
Are we talking double-decker bus high?
It's high, yeah.
It
it's
would
a
have been
miracle he walked
definite.
away.
Yeah, there'd be a definite injury.
Oh, right. I need to see this
Yeah,
picture.
you'll have to see it.
Yeah. It's. It was interesting.
I can imagine. We've heard some right stories, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not really had any horror stories.
Well, not so much horror, but just funny things.
Has anything ever gone wrong with one of your tricks at a wedding? Or really, really right?
Really, really
so
right.
Like, you know, like reactions and I don't know. Not like
yeah, so it like so. There's good ones. This is what I always get when I say someone, "Oh, can you write something down, make it put whatever." It's like the reason why I do this is because there was one time where I was performing to a group. Somebody said, "Oh, I've got a favourite film," and automatically, I don't know why. This isn't even meant to be magic for me. This just happened, but I took it well. I was like Schindler's List, and he ran off screaming. Obviously, there was nothing. But I didn't know whether he was telling the truth or not. So I was like, right. I can't, you know what I mean? So that's the reason I get it to write it down. So then there was this other time where somebody wrote down Kanye West. I said, just leave it under there for a second. There was another song playing, and all of a sudden, Homecoming started coming on, and everybody dispersed again. I was like, what's going on? And then obviously that was it. Kanye West was the person who wrote down right before all that was it. I was the one playing the music. I was like, I'll take it, yeah, of course. Lovely, jubbly, love it, thank you very much. So you've just got to take them kind of moments.
Yeah, definitely.
Anybody watching this, that did happen to, that was 100%.
Yeah, that was magic.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. Are you going to do some magic tricks for us? Go on.
Oof, £10 each.
I'm not paying.
I'm only kidding. Right, let's try.
I'm excited.
I can draw some paper. Money.
Draw some, yeah. Monopoly money.
Yeah, Monopoly money.
Okay, this is a pack of cards, but I've done something to it. Not going to tell you what. Natasha, first question. Numbers or pictures, what would you like to use?
Numbers.
Oh, it's a good choice. It's a great choice. Ace to 10, any number you like for me.
I can tell you it.
It would help, I'm not that good.
7.
Heart or diamond?
I'm telling you.
It would help, that'd be great.
Diamond.
Have we got to try and remember this as well?
That would be great, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Great.
It's been a long day.
Now, do you want to change any of your options? Do you want to change the suit? Do you want to change the number? This is the final decision. This is entirely up to you.
No, I'm quite happy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Super fair. So fair, it's ridiculous. Like I said, I did something to this pack before I came today. Hopefully you can see this. Hopefully the camera can see this. Can you see how I've turned over the Ace of Hearts?
Yeah.
Ace of Clubs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should that be the Ace of Diamonds?
Yeah.
And Ace of Spades?
Yeah.
Can you see that all right, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it would have been good if you named names, obviously. That would be a great trick. But these aces are not from this pack. They're from a completely different pack. What I thought to myself was I'm going to specifically write something on the other side. On the first one, I did specifically write the 7.
There's no way this is right. That's amazing. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why it's fully booked.
And
that's fantastic.
That's super simple. That's very easy. I mean, obviously, you could have come up with any card you wanted, which is very, very, that was all to do with you, nothing to do with me and Slice. Do you have or any of you guys got a favourite number between 1 and 100? Don't say 69. I'm only kidding.
Do you want us to tell you it?
Yes, absolutely. Or you can come up with it together.
32.
32, straight in there, Helen.
Yeah.
Perfect. Happy with that, Natasha?
Yeah, why not?
Fantastic.
No, it's fine. I'll accept that.
So I have accepted. So I have also got. Can you see the second one down? It's called Top 100 Greatest Movies of All Time. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Heather, click on that for me, and then have a look at what number 32 is for me, if that's all right. Don't let me see it.
Yeah.
Is that done?
Yeah.
Have you got it, Natasha, as well?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Do you want to show the camera as well, or do you want to?
Can you show that to the camera?
If not, just keep it to you, and you have to just trust it.
Come on, I trust you.
Right, and then the side button should then lock the phone, if that's possible. On your right, my left.
Yeah, Tasha's done that.
Fabulous. Okay, so that's super fair. Have any of you two got your phones on?
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. I'll keep it right there. Nothing's moved. No freeze frames. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, if possible, Natasha, have you got Instagram? Have you got internet? Is internet there?
Yeah.
Just go on your Instagram phone, if that's alright. So now this is your phone, your Instagram. But
Well, it's the I do Instagram.
the ID Instagram. So
Got the power.
and then this is my profile. Now, an Instagram story lasts for 24 hours. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you put it into your highlights.
Mhm.
That little question mark is my prediction for this exact moment right now. If I tap on this, this was uploaded on the 10th of January 2023. This is me holding one specific card. Remember how you named any card you wanted? I turn this around, it should look a little bit like the 7 of Diamonds.
That's ridiculous. How even is that?
Not only that, you then thought of any number you'll think of a film, it should carry on. That should be the 7 of Diamonds, so that should look a little bit like...
There's a Spider-Man mask.
I don't know if you can see
That is crazy.
He's holding the card and a Spider-Man mask. Is that your other?
That's
mental.
me dressing up as a full-blown
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah. Do you have you got internet?
Yeah.
Could I borrow it again? This is
Yeah.
where the trust level really goes through the roof here.
They're going to just make sure there's no on the internet.
If you need to leave some issue, Natasha, I'll give you some time, not a
It's
problem.
these 5 I should be looking at.
Great. So, because you went for the number, maybe you can, I don't know whether you could go for, or go for a song. Have you ever been on, do you know Genius, by the way? Genius.com?
No.
Basically, it's a song lyric website. So every single song you can ever think of is on this website, but also when you type in, it comes up with all the lyrics. So like if you've got an Eminem song that you think to yourself, I'm never understanding that, you go on that, boom, there it is.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Type in any
Yeah.
song, and you can find it. Could you, this could be a personal song, maybe a song that means something to you both,
You
maybe,
pick a song.
what do you want? Any song you want. Don't let me see, I don't understand there's a mirror there, so I'll look this way.
The title of the song I put.
Yeah, and then once you've wrote the title, it should then come up with like a top results thing, and then you can click on the exact one, who it's by, all that kind of thing. But just don't let me see who it is. You can even look, Heather, I don't understand the
So
result.
then do I press on the top result?
Yeah, whatever it is, if it is by that person, that would be fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then, have you seen it, Heather?
Yeah.
And then, can you see how you can scroll down? And then there is the entire lyrics of that song, yes?
Yeah.
Just highlight one specific word, any specific word that means something to you or not.
Okay.
Have you got that?
Yeah.
And then the side button should then lock the phone.
Yeah.
Is that done?
Yeah.
Super fair. So fair. Let me tell you what. Okay. Do you know what this is?
Yeah, she does, yeah. Could you see
I've
it?
got a memory like a goldfish, but you don't want me to write it down.
No, it's good. This is it.
You're panicking then.
So, okay. Have you ever heard of that phrase, don't think about a pink elephant, or you can think about it as a pink elephant?
Yeah.
I bet you think about a pink elephant.
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah. What that means is the more you try and not think about something, the more it kind of comes to the forefront of your mind. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So try your hardest not to think about whatever this is. Your hardest not to think. It's so difficult, isn't it?
It is
Because
really hard.
now I've told you not to do that, your subconscious is forcing it straight to the forefront of your mind, which is absolutely fantastic. Heather, if you know what this song is, you just keep saying it over and over in your mind for me. If not, just enjoy the moment, Heather.
I'm just
This
going
is
to
it.
enjoy the moment
Yeah.
because you have no idea.
Okay. So is this like a personal song, or is this a, to you?
Yeah,
You and Heather, or just yourself?
me and my husband.
Fantastic. This is like
all emotional.
super personal. Okay then. So now try this. Now you start to block that off. Imagine you are in a cinema anywhere in the world. And imagine the name of this song is like the title of a movie.
Yeah.
But not only that, imagine it like it's a Las Vegas symbol, like it's like super poignant, super bright as you can make it. There, staring in your face, almost blind you, but you can see it crystal clear. Yes?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now twist yourself around, you're on stage at Glastonbury, and if you could hold the mic and you had a voice like an angel, and you could sing this song, imagine it so vividly. Singing it. Try and even like sing it to me right now in your mind, just really force it. Does Paramore, the only exception, mean anything to you?
How? How did you get that? How? How? Like, how?
No, I've never even heard of it.
It's a song.
But wait, you then scrolled down and then don't look at your phone.
Oh,
just say-
yeah.
You then thought of a specific, was it one word? Was
Yeah.
it? Does this mean anything to you, or was it just one that you thought, ooh?
Just a word.
Just a word. It's like shrouds, isn't it? First word. What was the word?
You want me to tell you? Darling.
Darling.
Yeah.
You're not going to pull a card out somewhere with that word on, are you?
No. What do you think? I'm a magician. I don't know.
You are. I wrote this down on a piece.
It's somewhere.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Remember when
Something-
I wrote? Can I just?
Oh my god.
That is mad.
I can't believe that.
No.
That's just
Crazy.
mental. That's just amazing. That was fab.
Wow.
How?
Yeah, that's blown my mind.
I
That.
can't, I'm just, yeah. How?
I'd have been very predictable.
You've got malware on my phone, haven't you?
I'll uninstall that in my 5.
That's amazing.
That is just, I can't believe that. I think that's a great place to end that. 'Cause I need to pick a job. I couldn't.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. That
Not a
was
problem.
fantastic. Yeah, Jordan Maycock, everybody.
Thank you very much.
That's it for this episode. Thanks for listening,
And we'll be back soon with episode 4.